There are a few other ideas within complex systems theory that I think are particularly useful for understanding how our lives unfold, partly between order and chaos. And we're in the middle there. That's where complexity thrives. So the first one is called the sandpile model, which is a subset of what is called self-organized criticality, where you have a grain of sand and you add another grain of sand and another grain of sand, and eventually you build up a pile. Now at some point, the pile of sand is going to get so tall and so unstable it will be on what physicists sometimes call the edge of chaos. And at this point, a single grain of sand can cause the entire pile to collapse. Now, that collapse can be produced by something so tiny and yet have such huge effects that it explains the nonlinear dynamics of that system. This is something that I think we have engineered in modern society because of what are called basins of attraction. And a basin of attraction is where a system will tend to move towards this evolution of the system over time. A great way of thinking about this is traffic on the highway. If you are driving down the highway, there is a speed limit. The speed limit is a basin of attraction for that system. Not everyone is going to drive 60 miles an hour when the speed limit is 60 miles an hour, but most people will drive somewhere near it. Additionally, the cars are going to be roughly evenly spaced. Of course, there might be a jerk who's tailgating, there might be someone who's way far behind you, but for the most part, there's sort of this order that emerges from a lot of interconnected individuals driving cars, producing a relatively predictable system. And that's supposed to be good for us because efficiency is the main driver of so much of our modern social systems. But this means that the basin of attraction for our world is on the edge of chaos. It's at the absolute limit of the sand pile, so that when the sand falls, it's more likely to cause an avalanche.